Good morning, everybody. And it's Happy National Ice Cream Day. If you did not know that. So we have a special treat, special surprise after service for everybody who's here. There's some that are sugar-free, too, in case you're, watching that. So, yeah, sure. So, yeah, we're going to get started this morning with our service. So let's welcome up our Nova Church Band.
Okay, thank you, Pastor Natasha. Good morning, everyone. All right, if everyone can please stand up and join us in song. We'll be starting with our first song, Blessing of Glory. Now the light of glory arises like the sun that shines on high. Now awaken into freedom, oh revive your spirits, oh revive. Make the mountains and the valleys bring alive the springs of the earth, like the world forever. With the light of your rebirth, like the world forever. With the light of your rebirth, we are called to bring back the glory to the life of God above. Now the Lord in His greatness fills the universe with tender love, ever seeking souls awaken, ever calling them to be free. How shall I attend? Who is calling to me? How shall I attend Him? Who is calling to me? From the dark of death I awaken and rejoice to live in grace. When the one who came to save me holds me tenderly in His embrace, I rejoice to feel the comfort of the love He has for me. What a blessing of glory to rejoice eternally. What a blessing of glory to rejoice eternally. Now He lifts me up to embrace me in the blessing that is mine. What a blessing to receive Him in a love so tender and divine. How can I return the blessing, though in all my life I will try? I can never stop feeling how unworthy am I. I can never stop feeling how unworthy am I. All right, thank you so much. And our next song will be Light of Grace. Oh, light of grace, shining above, lighting my dim, shadowed way. Oh, light of grace, easing my pain. You have shown that God is love. I'll give my life and my
Wow, wasn't that beautiful? Did you all feel the spirit of that love? Thank you. Let's give a big round of applause to our Nova band. Thank you so much for that beautiful song, both songs. And welcome once again to our Capital Family Church Nova Center here in Manassas. I am the local pastor, Natasha Phillips, and I will also be your MC today. And now it is time to say hello to each other. So first we want to greet those who are online. So there's the camera right there in the corner. We can just wave. Hi, welcome. We're glad you're joining. And now we can spend a couple of minutes just greeting each other, asking how was your week, and then we'll meet back here.
Oh, yeah, Korean uncle gave it to us. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Reading you properly. Sorry. No, I wasn't able to come as early as I wanted to today.
Oh, it's no problem.
It was all the case fault. I had to Russian decorate.
Wow. I mean, you managed time well. I mean, that is here.
I managed on time. This
Yeah.
wasn't early.
That's okay.
But yeah, this sounds really name choices.
Yeah. Light of Grace is my favorite holy song.
Yes.
It's one of my favorites. I can't pick one favorite.
Yeah.
She probably overslept, but it's okay. Guess we can get started. Okay, if everyone can please gather in your seats, I'll quickly introduce this performance song. And this thought kind of came up recently after the recent ascension of Uncle Yuji Yokoyama. And I was thinking about how he values our community, especially here in the Nova Center. And this song is called Hold On To Me by Lauren Daigle. And the lyrics if you listen and read the lyrics, it says, "Hold on to me when it's too dark to see you." And for us, we could think of that, hearing that message from God, but also from each other as a community. And I hope that we feel that we can hold on to each other and build our community to be greater and ideal. And I think that's what Yuji-san wanted for us to keep holding on to that. So I hope you enjoy. This is called "Hold On to Me" by Lauren Daigle. When the best of me is barely breathing, when I'm not somebody I believe in, hold on to me. When I miss the light, the night is stolen, when I'm slamming all the doors you've opened, hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me when it's too dark to see you. When I am sure I have reached the end. Hold on to me when I forget I need you. When I let go, hold me again. When I don't feel like I'm worth defending. When I'm tired of all my pretending, hold on to me. When I start to break in desperation, underneath the weight of expectation, hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me when it's too dark to see you. Hold on when I am sure I have reached the end. Hold on to me when I forget I need you. Hold on when I let go, hold me again. I could rest here in your arms forever, 'cause I know nobody loves me better. Hold on to me.
Hold on to me.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you so much. And let's give another hand to our wonderful band and these wonderful sisters who are showing their love for each other. Thank you. All right. Sorry, son. I'll see you soon. Okay. Yeah, so we were singing about love, and my message today is also about love. So I think that's very much in tune with where I'm at today. Let's pray together, and then I'll give my message. Our most beloved Heavenly Parent, true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind, we know that your love is what keeps us going each and every single day, Heavenly Parent. Without your love, we are nothing. And we are holding on to you with all our might. We're so grateful that you gave us life. You gave us so many blessings that we have. You gave us the people that we love. And we know that even when we lose them here in the physical world, their spirit lives on forever, and we will be reunited in the spirit world. We are so grateful for our true parents' love and how they have raised us up and given us a chance to become ever closer to you, Heavenly Parent. And we're grateful for this community of brothers and sisters, and pray that we will hold on to each other and love one another the way that you would want us to as our parent. Thank you for this beautiful day. We invite you to join us into this space now as I prepare to give the sermon, and pray that you may speak through me. I report this in attendance to Holy Mother Han with gratitude in my name, Natasha Phillips of the Phillips Blessed Center family. Adieu. Okay. So my message this morning is love one another, right? And the reason that I decided to focus on this today is, of course, recently in our community we suffered a great loss, right, from the Yokoyama family. And it was a sudden loss, an unexpected one, right? And it makes me think, and probably some of you thought the same, that we never know what happens in life, right? We never know when the hour will come that we're no more on this physical plane, right? No day is guaranteed. So if we know that fact, right, what are we going to do with today, right? How can we make the most of our time and not regret that we couldn't say the things we wanted to say or do the things we wanted to do, with those that we love, right? And yeah, even in the prayers, there were nightly prayer vigils for a couple of weeks leading up to the Songwa. There were some people who shared like, I've known Yuji-san for so many years, but I wish I had the chance to talk with him more, that I would have taken the time to go on a hike with him or to get to know him more personally. I had planned to invite him to my new house, but, we didn't have the chance to do that, right? So, there's all these things you think of later on, right? Like, if only I had done this and that. But, the good news is that in the spirit world, right, we can still be connected and we can connect to each other. But while we're here on earth, while our hearts are growing, this is where we do all our growing, right? We can practice our love for our brothers and sisters, right, for each other, and grow more connected. So, love one another. This actually comes from a Bible quote. I can't switch the slide. Does it work? Nope. Okay. There we go. Sorry. All right. So this is from Book of John 13, verses 34 to 35. A new command I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. So these are words of Jesus to his disciples. And actually, the time that he spoke these words was the day of the Last Supper, right? And he also said during that conversation that one of you will betray me. And prior to the meal, he washed his disciples' feet. So that's why the image is here. And he was showing by example, right, how to serve and love. And in these words here, when he says, that's how people will know you are my disciples, right? By loving one another. What he means is, if you want to practice your faith, right, as Christians, then you should show that substantially in your love for others, right? That's how you can be a true Christian, a true believer, follower of Jesus. So if we can express that love the same way Jesus did, right, that is the ideal. So what kind of love did Jesus have? A sacrificial love, right? He gave his life for all of mankind. Jesus suffered and he sacrificed, and he was a servant, serving others, right? He loved the sinners and the prostitutes and the lowliest people, right, in society that others would have considered unlovable. But he would love everyone, right, no matter what. And that is the kind of deep love that Jesus is calling his followers, right, when he says, love one another. And to me, the way to best describe this kind of love is parental love, right? That's the highest form of love, as our founders have taught us. Here's a quote from True Father's autobiography. Parents will lay down their lives for the sake of the child and then later forget that they had done so. This is the true love of parents. No matter how far or dangerous the path may be, the parents will gladly travel it. Parental love is the greatest love in the world. And I wanted to share a little story here to go with this idea of parental love. This is something I only learned about recently, although it happened 6 years ago in 2019. Maybe some of you have already heard this story, the story of a Swedish mom named Emma Scholz. She's here pictured with her husband and 6 children. And in 2019, one night in September, when her husband was away on a business trip, in the middle of the night, she woke up and she went downstairs in her house and realized that a fire had started in the house. And 2 of her children were downstairs and 4 of them were upstairs. So what did she do? She immediately got the first 2 kids downstairs out, locked the door so they wouldn't come back in, and then she ran up the stairs, but the stairs had already started to burn, already on fire. So, she was barely wearing anything, but she was stepped with her bare feet on those burning stairs and went through the fire back to the room to rescue the older children that were upstairs and help them to all get out. And after she left the house, she was the last to leave the house, she just collapsed and fainted, because by that point, she had been burnt almost completely. 93% of her body was covered in burns, right? So you imagine all her face, her hair, everything. But somehow, miraculously, she survived, right? So you can see here image of her, in the hospital when she's recovering. And guess what? What about her children? None of them were burnt. They were not injured at all, right? She saved all of them, right? And she said, I have no regrets, right? Because she said, if I gave birth to these 6 children, I will save them, right? They are my life. And she was such an incredibly strong woman that she actually survived and recovered, right? And you see how she looks today. So this is the story of Emma, right? And her motherly love, right? Her parental love of doing absolutely everything to save her children, right? And not all of us have to actually carry this out, right? Some of us may not be put into a burning fire in that kind of situation. But if we were, as parents, wouldn't we want to do the same for our children, right? Wouldn't we want to pull them out of the burning house, no matter what? I know I would, right? As a mom. You want to do anything that you can for your children, right? So that's the kind of heart of love that I'm talking about. The sacrificial parental heart that will do anything at all. And there's another example I want to share that brought to mind the child's filial love. Now, you may all be familiar with this story because it occurs in True Mother's memoir, right? And it was also, interestingly, happened in 2019, the same year. This was an incident that took place in Belize, Central America, with a Japanese family that was missionaries in that country, right? So a Japanese couple, Takayuki and Junko Yanai, were part of the 1988 blessing. They were doing mission work in Belize, and one night an armed burglar broke into their home. And he was shooting at the father, Mr. Yanai. But at that instant, their third son, the 19-year-old Masaki, jumped in front of the bullet, giving his life to save his father. So the son passed and the father survived, right? Another example of, giving your life, right? The ultimate sacrifice of trying to save your loved one. Now, those are extreme cases, right? But we don't have to actually die for the loved one to show our love to them, right? Just be willing to to have that heart that, I would do anything for you, right? Oh. Sorry, the last word is cut off on the slide, but I'll read the whole quote here. This is again from True Father's autobiography. Because we were born in love and lived our lives in love, love is also the only thing that remains with us when we are in our graves. Okay, so love is the only thing we can take with us, right, to the spirit world. Right? We are here in this time on earth for however many years we have to grow our heart, our love, right? And that heart is what we take with us when we move on to the spirit world. Right? How many people were we able to love while we were here on earth? Right? How deeply were we able to love them? Did we have this heart being willing to sacrifice or do anything for those we love? That's something to ponder or think about. I know, I'm thinking about it too. How many people have I truly loved? Okay. So if we want to express our love the way that Jesus did, how should we treat each other? This is from Colossians chapter 3, verses 12 and 13. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Right? So these are characteristics that you can practice to show your love. Right? How to treat others with compassion, with kindness, with humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. And here it's referring to Jesus and how, as he was dying on the cross, right, he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Right, so having that heart of being able to forgive others, to have compassion and kindness in your heart, even, when other people do terrible things or things to hurt you, right, things that you think, I just can't get past this, Heavenly Parent. Like, I cannot forgive this person. I just, have this hurt in my heart, and it's so difficult to let go, right? God is telling us that we should forgive, right? Jesus is telling us that if we want to be true followers and believers, this is what we must do. Now, I know that I myself personally have had a lot of struggles with this idea of forgiving or being compassionate towards others. Not always, but at certain times. So, just sharing one example. Sorry, the picture is blurry, but this is an incident that I just can't forget about. And it goes back, till second or third grade. I was quite young. Had recently started school in Lebanon after we moved there. And, I was in a class of like 30 kids about. And one of those other kids in the class was a girl who one day, I don't know why it happened, but she came up to me where I had one of my textbooks out, and she ripped a page out of my textbook. Okay, it's a seemingly simple incident, right? It's just like, okay, it happened. I mean, it wasn't very nice of her, but I can tape it and move on with my life. But unfortunately, I just could not forgive that, Okay, here I am just like a little girl, right? And it's a simple thing that I should not be so upset about. But I could not, as you can see, I can still remember this till today, right? Like almost 30 years later. Like, why do I still remember this incident? Because I could not forgive her, and I just kept this grudge and held on to that grudge in my heart. Every time I saw her in class, like I didn't want to talk to her, I didn't want to be nice to her, and she probably had no idea, right? Because I didn't confront her about it directly. She just saw that I wasn't wanting to talk with her, interact with her, And it took me a long time. Like, I wish I could tell you that the next week I forgave her and moved on, but that's not the truth, Like, I have to be honest with you and say, like, I just held on to that grudge for years, like literal years, which is crazy for me to think about as an adult. You know, this was such a silly thing to get hung up on, but yeah, I could not let it go. And who was the one who was suffering the most from this? It was myself, right? Because I could not let go of this in my heart. I'm holding on to it, and it builds something inside of me, right? I'm the one who is suffering from this. Like, I am the one who is not practicing the forgiveness, right? That will free me. Later on in life, you know, there were more serious incidents that occurred, right? And time again, I would hold on to things and not forgive, right? I would just keep, you know, holding on to grudges. And, you know, like another silly example, but like I got my driver's license in 2019, you know, soon after I moved here. I had just gotten the license, like 1 month into my new license. And we were going on a trip, and I was driving. And then there was a white SUV. I don't know the make and model, but it cut me off and made me quickly swerve into the next lane and take an exit I didn't want to take. Okay, until today, I do not like white SUVs. See? See what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, anytime I see a white SUV on the road, I have a judgment, like a preconceived, like they are going to be a terrible driver. You know? It's like, watch out for these cars. You never know which one it's going to be, right? Does it make any logical sense? No, of course not, right? I mean, and I tell myself, like, you should let this go, Natasha. You've got to let this go, you know? But somewhere, like, I don't know, in my brain, in my heart, it's just like, you know, this thing happened and I just can't forget about it, right? So this is what I'm talking about when I say, like, how can we forgive, you know, and move on from things? I think the only way we can do that is if we go outside ourselves and turn to God, you know. Because I've had to ask God in prayer and say, you know, please help me to forgive, to move on, you know, to not be hung up on these, like, ultimately insignificant things, you know. There could be, you know, some major hurts that you have experienced in your life because of others, right? In your long lives, most of you, right? I'm sure there's been many things that have happened. There may be somebody today, right, that you haven't talked to in years because something happened once in the past and you can't move on from that, right? But do you want to take that with you into the spirit world? Right? Tomorrow is not guaranteed. How can we remove this, right? This thorn in our heart and forgive and love one another? And that's something I think to pray about, to meditate on. You know, that's between you and Heavenly Parent, right? I can't look into your hearts. I don't know what has happened in your lives, what's going on there, but God knows, right? God is with you your whole lives long. So it's the same for me, that I want to think of what I can do, you know, and how I can love better and not be so quick to judge. I also look to my husband as an example because he is very non-judgmental, you know, like compared to me, he's really truly an amazing human being. And, you know, he would never ever get mad at anybody who cuts me off on the road or cuts him. He always has an excuse for them. He's like, you don't know what they're going through, you know. So that's just the driving is just one silly example, but yeah, he's in general in life, you know, he's very non-judgmental. So I'm always trying to learn from him, you know, how to move on and forgive. But, you know, I have some people that I need to make things right with, that I need to talk to. That girl, you know, that I still remember from like the 2nd or 3rd grade, she's my friend on Facebook, you know. Like, I feel like I should talk to her. It's been so long, but I want to check in with her. She's gone through some terrible things in her life too, you know, in the meantime. I haven't talked to her in so long, right, since I left Lebanon. But I've seen from Facebook that, you know, she's a mom now too. She has 2 young kids. And sadly, her husband passed a year ago, you know, and she's gone through a very difficult time, you know, and I felt sorry. And wanted to reach out, but I just haven't, because I've been too ashamed, right, to talk to her. But I feel like I should do it, do it today. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. This is, I think, a quote attributed to Benjamin Franklin. But, yeah, it's a mantra that I'm trying to live by, Just do it today. Don't wait. Because tomorrow is not guaranteed, right? And by this, I'm not talking about, I think maybe what Franklin meant was more like the practical tasks, the day-to-day chores and things. Don't put those off. That's not the important stuff, right? What I mean here is don't put off the things that are in your heart, right, that are on your mind, that are bothering you, the relationships, right, that you want to heal, the people that you want to share with and spend time with, express your love to, right? Especially, it's obvious, but yeah, our congregation is getting older, right? And we don't know, right, when we'll have the next Songwa. We have no idea, right? So let's not waste our time, but really see each day preciously and love one another, and not hold on to any things that may be hanging us up in our past, right? Let us love one another today. So that was my message for you all. Thank you. So I was thinking, Richard, if it's okay, if you can play like a quiet song just for 3 to 5 minutes, you can share with the people next to you, who is somebody that you can show your love to today. Could be somebody you need to reach out to that you haven't reached out to in a long time, or could be a new person that you want to make a connection with, whatever it is. Who is somebody that you can show your love to today? Okay. All right, we can put the music down for a bit. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. I had a nice discussion with the Takeshimas. So whether, you just want to show more love to your spouse today, or to your children, or to pray for somebody that, you still can't forget or forgive in your heart, right? Find something that you can practice today. Is there anybody who wanted to share with the group? If not, it's okay, just in case. Okay, no worries. So at this time, we'd like to invite you to reflect and share your offering. Oh, there we go. We got the slide. Okay, if you would like to, we have the offering baskets, or you can use the QR code to offer a donation online and support our ministries. Anything you can give is much appreciated. Thank you. Here's somebody I can never stay mad at, right? Yeah. No matter the messes he makes. He's helping me practice the higher love, right? Okay. Let's pray for the offering. Our most beloved Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven, earth, humankind, who are grateful, so very grateful for all the offerings from our brothers and sisters who have worked hard for these funds and are offering them up for our community, for our church, for your will, Heavenly Parent, and for true parents, providence, and pray that it can be used for good. And thank you so much. And humbly we offer all these things to you and attends to Holy Mother Han with gratitude. In my name, Natasha Phillips of the Phillips Blessing family, Aju. Okay, thank you. Do you want to say Aju? Okay. Are you going to stay with me for the announcements? Yeah? All right, buddy. I just want to show, we have a prayer corner in our newsletter that I send out every week. If anybody has a prayer request, please let me know. We can add it so I can update it and add some more things to our prayer list. Yeah, we do continue to pray for Sun Hyun Miller and for Kana's father. And we continue to have our nightly prayer vigils Monday to Friday. People are always welcome to join here in Nova Center or join online at 10 p.m. Okay, this is not next Saturday, in 2 weeks, right? Saturday, August 2nd, yes. We have the next yoga class, so all ages welcome. I encourage you to give it a try. It's been really nice. And actually, right after lunch, today, we have the Her Tribe. Yes, so any women are welcome to this. Sorry, gentlemen, but all women are invited. If you'd like, we usually meet in the chunch in one room. Yes, and since the topic today is the radiance of God's love, right? Also talking about how we can practice love, so it feels relevant for today. I mentioned this already last week, but if anybody still wants to go, right, a young adult in your life, you can let them know about this opportunity to attend a special workshop where you'll get the chance to meet True Mother and be with, second gen or blessed children from all around the world. And I think new young members are also invited to join us and experience Korea for the first time. So, and everything there in Korea is paid for, right? The stay and everything. Okay, this one, I'd put it in my newsletter because I get notifications from BFM and also High Noon. If you're not familiar with the High Noon organization, they do things related to sexual integrity, for individuals to overcome things like pornography addiction, and also for couples to help them with their intimacy. And so this is a couples program called Radiant, starting July 27. Can be for newly blessed couples or experienced couples. They do want you to sign up by today. So if you'd like to, it's like an 8-week program where you'll meet once a week together. And the sisters will meet in one group, the brothers in one group. But you can go to their website, highnoon.org, to find out more if you'd like to participate and sign up for that. Okay. Oh, that's the last song. All right. Well, the yoga class is free. Yes. All of the things that have been mentioned here today are free. Well, that's a way to express our love to our community, right? We offer a lot of free activities. Yeah. Okay, so one more thing. But I need the door to open for this. Nate, can you go get Tsurue? Can you go get her? All right. So I have a special announcement to make. So first of all, next week I will actually not be here, next Sunday, because my family and I are traveling to Arkansas for a week to visit my husband's uncle and aunt. We haven't seen them in some years, and he's really been meaning to go. So we're going to go on this Thursday, and come back next Thursday. But during the Sunday that I will not be here, we'll have a special guest speaker who you all know and love, Tsurue Takeshima. And I would like to welcome her up today, also to introduce her in a new role. So I've already discussed this with Dr. Ashil, and I see so much great potential in this lovely sister. And as you know, she's singing every week at church, and she's also offering her help in the Sunday school. Now we'd like to offer her an official role as the assistant pastor of Nova Church. So welcome up, Tsurue. Let's give her a big hand. So she will be very excited about this. So she'll be assisting me, but also primarily taking care of the outreach side of things, because there's only so much that I can do with my part-time role and the limited time I have. So Tsurue will really be dedicating time for events like the wonderful culture night that happened in DC, right? That some of you may have attended. So yeah, we're excited to bring more activities here to Nova, guest-friendly events, and maybe even material that we can produce to really bring in new people, right? And help contribute to our goal of 30,000 members nationwide, right? So very excited to have Tsurue. Would you like to say anything? I mean, you'll be talking next week, so she'll share her story. You'll get to know her a little better. But yeah, you can just say something.
Okay. Yes. Well, I'm excited to be in this position. I'm excited to create these events where everyone in the community here can feel, at home and like family. And then I want to really create a place like that. And then we could invite more people and have a lot of fun together. And so I'm open to everyone's ideas too, like what everyone would like to do. Because if we're not excited to do it, then no one's going to come. Or like if you don't feel excited, then it's like, what's the point of doing it? So if you have ideas, like I'm really open to hearing everyone. So yes.
Great. Thank you so much, Tsurue. Let's give her a big hand. Thank you. Yes, so excited to work with you. All right. Thank you. And that was it for our announcements. So we can have our band back for our final closing song, and then we'll have lunch.
All right, thank you, brothers and sisters. If everyone can please stand up and join us for our last song, we'll be singing "The Lord Is One." Thank you. And please join me in closing prayer. Our dearest beloved Heavenly Parents and true parents, we thank you for this wonderful Sunday we can gather together, and it's International Ice Cream Day. So I hope that we can enjoy a sweet treat with one another, or if not, we can enjoy the sweet treat of just being in fellowship with one another. So I pray at this time that we can really go into this new week feeling refreshed after coming here today. And we want to bless the hands of those who prepared lunch today, and that I hope we have this time to really love on one another and spend time with one another at this time. So I thank you so much for this time, Heavenly Parents and true parents. And we also want to pray for our dear Holy Mother Han, who's in Korea, and that we can do our best to support her through our witnessing efforts here and through really taking care of one another for her. So I really want to thank you at this time that we can come together as a community. And we thank you again. And I pray in attendance to our Holy Mother Han, in my name with gratitude, Yasuno Takashima, daughter of a blessed family. Amen. Aju. Yes, and we have a cake coming up to celebrate National Ice Cream Day. And we're also celebrating July birthdays. Mommy! Your birthday. July birthdays, if there's anyone born in July, please come up.
Anybody else have a July birthday? You want to tell us when your birthday is?
Oh,
Which day?
oh, I born at July 4th.
Wow.
Independent.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you share a birthday with America, right? Yeah. That's awesome. Okay. It's not his birthday this month, but he's standing here anyway. Anybody else? No? Not this month. Okay. So we're going to sing. This is actually an ice cream cake. So when she prayed about the ice cream, I was like, oh, yes, I forgot the cake. Yeah. So it melted just a little bit. But anyway, let's sing together Happy Birthday to Bunga-san, especially. We're going to sing to her. And any other brothers and sisters maybe online whose birthday may be today or this month. Okay. She-Jack. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bunga-san. Happy birthday to you. Yay. All right. Please blow out the candles. Thank you. Okay, you can cut into the cake, maybe just from the top. Yes, go ahead. So this cake is actually it's chocolate cake with cookie and cream ice cream in the middle, and then more chocolate cake. So it's cake plus ice cream. Okay. Yeah, thank you. All right. And yes, so after you have eaten the wonderful, delicious food that's been prepared by our KEA team, thank you so much. Then you may have ice cream cake for dessert, and we also have some ice cream bars, like some of them are regular ones with chocolate and almond, vanilla ice cream. Others are sugar free. So if you need to watch for sugar free, then we have those too. Enjoy.
신도라 프리. For the national restoration.
But we do want to conclude now, and I'd like to prayer, and we have refreshments. For those who can, tomorrow we have our actual service, we call it the Sunnah service, at 10:30 at the Washington Times. But it will be available online as well. Yeah, there'll be a link. We have felt your